Some goals don't scare you because they are hard. They scare you because they feel too large to hold in the mind. When the mind can't hold something, it labels it as impossible, then calls that label realism. This is why the mountain matters. A mountain is not just effort. A mountain is emotional weight, time, uncertainty, exposure, and the fear that you may never finish. And this is why the small stones matter. They are not the goal. They are the antidote to overwhelm. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. This sentence is not about strength. It's about sequence. It's about how human beings actually change, not by heroic bursts, but by repeated, almost boring motion. Tonight, we'll go deep into what this metaphor teaches about motivation, identity, patience, and the psychology of finishing. A mountain becomes a mountain in the mind before it becomes one in reality. The task may be finite, but your imagination makes it infinite. The mind tries to simulate the entire journey at once, every obstacle, every cost, every possible failure. And when the simulation is too heavy, the nervous system responds as if you're facing threat. So the mountain is often not the work. It's the mental compression of the work into one terrifying object. This is why people freeze at the beginning. Not because they are lazy, because their mind is attempting to carry the whole mountain at once. The quote quietly teaches a correction. Stop trying to carry the mountain mentally. Interact with it physically, one stone at a time. Overwhelm is not a lack of ability. It's a collapse of clarity. When something feels impossible, it often means you don't know the next 2 steps, not the next 2 years, the next 2 steps. Small stones restore clarity because they are definable. You can hold a stone. You can place a stone. You can measure a stone. The genius of the metaphor is that it's anti-drama. It refuses the fantasy of instant transformation. It replaces it with something more powerful, proof accumulation. Because once you move one stone, you are no longer a person who can't start. You become a person who started. And identity shifts faster than motivation. Most people believe change is powered by intensity. They wait for a mood, a surge, a perfect day. But mountains are not moved by mood. They are moved by rhythm. The small stone is a symbol of repeatability. It is the unit of progress that can survive bad days. This is why the quote is quietly ruthless. It doesn't promise comfort. It promises method. If you can only act when you feel strong, your life becomes fragile. But if you can act in small units even when you feel weak, your life becomes durable. A mountain doesn't care about your feelings, but it does respond to your repetition. All or nothing thinking says, if I can't do it perfectly, I shouldn't do it at all. And that single belief can keep a mountain in place for decades. Small stones break this belief because they don't invite perfection. They invite contact. A stone moved imperfectly is still a stone moved. And psychologically, that matters because motion reduces fear. Fear thrives in stillness. The quote is a direct attack on perfectionism disguised as standards. Real standards produce progress. Perfectionism produces delay. The mountain doesn't require perfection, it requires continuation. A mountain is a time structure. It forces you to face a truth. Modern life tries to hide. Some results require duration. Impatience turns duration into suffering. You begin to measure yourself by speed instead of direction. And then progress feels insulting because it is not dramatic enough. Small stones teach a different relationship with time. You stop demanding quick proof of worth. You commit to slow proof of change. This is maturity. Living inside long timelines without losing yourself. The person who moves a mountain is not the person with the strongest emotions. It's the person with the strongest agreement with time. The quote does not say, "He moved a mountain by trying hard once." It implies a system. Carry, place, return, repeat. Systems are how humans conserve willpower. A system turns effort into default behavior. This is why people with big dreams often fail. Not because the dream is too big, but because they try to run a mountain on willpower alone. The stone represents a smarter strategy. Reduce the size of each decision. Make the next action obvious. Let consistency do the heavy lifting. The mountain is moved by design, not by intensity. One of the hardest parts of mountain work is that progress is often invisible. You move stones, but the mountain still looks like a mountain. This is where people quit. Not because nothing is happening, but because nothing is announcing itself. The quote prepares you for that psychological gap. It tells you the mountain will not shrink at the same rate your effort grows. Your effort grows first. Your capacity grows first. Your identity grows first. And then, one day, you look back and realize the mountain is different. Not because of one heroic stone, because of the stones you barely respected. Let's hear the sentence one last time. As a philosophy of living, the man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. The mountain is the goal. But the deeper mountain is the self you must become to hold the goal. Small stones are not small because they are meaningless. They are small because they are sustainable. They are the shape of change that a human life can carry. So when your mind says, "This is too big," remember what the quote is really saying. You don't need to move the mountain today. You need to move a stone and return tomorrow. If this met you at the right time, share it with someone carrying a mountain in silence. And if you want, leave a comment. My mountain is... My next stone is...